The Rolls-Royce's hood was still warm when Luna peered into its mechanical heart. Benedict Ashworth watched with amused skepticism as this child, who needed to stand on her tiptoes to see properly, traced fuel lines with fingers that seemed too small for such precise work. "Your high-pressure fuel pump failed," she announced after 3 silent minutes of inspection. "The low-pressure one in the tank is working. I can hear it prime when you turn the key, but there's no pressure building in the rail." Benedict blinked. "How could you possibly—" "Direct injection systems need at least 2,000 psi to operate," Luna continued, already rummaging through the tow truck's toolbox. "Your ENA 74 uses a Bosch pump that fails suddenly when contaminated. Did you fill up at a no-name station recently?" Benedict's jaw tightened. He had stopped at some backwater gas station near Allentown when his usual premium fuel wasn't available. Over the next 27 minutes, Benedict checked his watch 3 times. He watched in growing astonishment as this pre-teen girl diagnosed the exact failure without diagnostic computers, fabricated a bypass system using parts from a 2003 Honda Civic, spliced into the Rolls wiring without shorting the delicate electronics, explained each step to her grandfather in fluent mechanical terms. When she finally closed the hood, her face streaked with grease, the engine roared to life on the first try. $65, Steele said before Benedict could speak. "That's absurd. This was master-level work." Benedict pulled out his alligator skin wallet. $500 seems more appropriate. Steele's calloused hand closed over the bills. "We charge what the work's worth, not what the customer can pay." As he made change, Benedict noticed Luna absently touching 2 military rings on her necklace, 1 Marine Corps, 1 Purple Heart. "Your father's?" Benedict asked softly. Luna's fingers stilled. 1st Battalion, 8th Marines. Died clearing a path for his squad in Helmand Province. She met his eyes without flinching. He was 29. Something sharp twisted in Benedict's chest. He'd donated to veterans' charities for tax purposes. But here stood living proof of sacrifice. A child who spoke of fuel pressure ratios instead of playground games. 3 days later, the scent of fresh oil and brake cleaner filled Stafford Auto Repair when the black sedan pulled up. A woman in a navy pantsuit stepped out, her heels clicking on the concrete. "Luna Stafford?" She held up a badge. "Sandra Mitchell, Child Protective Services. We've received concerns about your work environment." Steele emerged from the office, wiping grease from his hands. His shoulders blocked the doorway. "What concerns?" "An anonymous report." Miss Mitchell's pen hovered over her clipboard. "We'll need to inspect your living quarters and review Luna's education records." As the inspector took notes, Luna noticed neighbors gathering outside like a human shield. Mrs. Patterson from the diner, Pastor Harper, even Judge Armstrong in her black robes. That evening, their friend Clutch Jenkins arrived with a 6-pack and trouble written on his face. "Heard some suits at Ashworth Industries talking about containing the Stafford situation." He cracked open a beer. "They're pressuring every shop in town to cut ties with you." Steele's coffee mug cracked in his grip. "They're trying to starve us out." Luna felt something harden inside her. Not just anger, but her father's stubborn resolve. He hadn't retreated when the Taliban ambushed his unit. She wouldn't retreat now. The reckoning. Getting into Ashworth Industries headquarters required Monica Ashworth, asterisk, Benedict's daughter, securing visitor passes. Garrett Powell, head of security, accidentally leaving the executive schedule visible. Luna wearing her Sunday dress-up and carrying a binder of evidence instead of tools. She walked into conference room A at 9:17 a.m., just as corporate lawyer Rhonda Bailey presented the Stafford Containment Report. Benedict's face cycled through shock, confusion, then dawning horror as Luna laid out audio recordings of threatening calls to local businesses, the CPS complaint with Ashworth letterhead, pay stub showing employees were ordered to file false reports. You used child services as a corporate weapon. Benedict's voice could have frozen hell. Rhonda paled. Standard reputation management. Get out. Benedict didn't raise his voice, but 3 lawyers scrambled for the door. When they were alone, he knelt to meet Luna's eyes. I'll make this right. The repair. Making it right required. Public apologies to every pressured business. $2 million donation to found the Stone Harbor Technical Institute. Personal testimony at Luna's CPS hearing. Benedict working weekends in the garage to learn the value of honest grease. On opening day, as Luna demonstrated an engine simulator to students, Benedict pulled Steele aside. She's remarkable. Steele watched his granddaughter, now teaching a girl even smaller than herself about compression ratios. Jake would have been proud. Then quieter. You did good, Ashworth. Benedict shook his head. I just handed her the tools. She's the one rebuilding the world. As afternoon light slanted through the garage doors, Luna touched her father's rings beneath her shirt. Some machines needed gentle care. Others required complete overhauls. People, she was learning, were no different.